So, hello friends, welcome once again. This is CA Rajiv Khatlawala, author of How to Profit from Technical Analysis. And in this video, I will be discussing about a stock, Hindustan Zinc. Most of the long-term investors would hold these stocks, but recently, if you remember, if you have been following my channel closely, a few days back, I had analyzed the metal index. I had in fact applied the Dow theory on the metal index, and in continuation, I would say that I think the analysis of a metal stock would also be in place. So let us try to understand the structure of this stock. In fact, I got a couple of requests from a few friends of mine who are watching these videos, and they have indicated why not do an analysis on Hindustan Zinc. So I thought that is a good opportunity here, especially as the prices have given good returns, especially to the long term investors. So now let us try to see what is the structure of the stock, and how what is the likely scenario in the future, whether we are having upper targets, or whether we are going to get a correction from these levels. So I will just share the screen here, friends, and yes, on your screen what you're seeing right now is the chart of Hindustan Zinc. Now, as you observe, this is a clear-cut, case of, it was one of the stocks which participated in the rally of the metals, especially since last year. So, as we observe, this was the low it made in last COVID crash. That it touched a low of almost 140 rupees, and at that point in time, it was almost, we can say, much below the par value or fair value for the stock. And after that, we have seen some good upward movement. Relative to the other metal stocks, probably this has not performed as smartly, but if I can see a point to point return, I think it is a good return from 140, the low. Slowly and steadily, it has touched. The recent high it touched was of 362. So quite a comfortable return otherwise for medium to long term investors. And but many of the other metal stocks would have given much better returns, almost 3 to 3.5 times returns compared to Hindustan Zinc. Now let me try to analyze this particular stock. So what is the trend? So any stock which we analyze anytime, we first check whether this particular stock is in an uptrend or a downtrend. So right now it is a very clear case here that it is in a uptrend, and I will try to draw the trend line. So since it is an uptrend, higher high, higher low formation we are observing on the chart. So I will draw the trend line by joining the lows. In an uptrend, we join the intermediate lows, and as you can see, friends, here, this trend line is giving support to the prices at various places. As you can observe, even in the recent correction nearer to, I think, in March, just a couple of months back, it fell to 257. That was, it took an exact support at the trend line and then rebounded. From 257, it tested a high of 360. So there was a rebound of almost 100 points here. So this is the trend line which is giving support to the stock price right now. And I would, those of you who have seen my earlier videos, please do check my earlier videos where a lot of information is given about trend analysis, retracements analysis, etc. In fact, yes, even moving averages I have indicated one or two videos there. So you can go through that. And in my trend analysis video, I have indicated that when we draw the trend line from the starting of a trend, this is called a major trend line. So when I say a major trend line, it means it is a very important key trend line, and prices will tend to take support at that point, at that level. So right now, for any person who is a long-term investor, this trend line value currently is placed at around 280-85 levels. So till the time 285 is broken, nothing to worry as far as the long-term investor is concerned. Maybe traders might want to book profit and again enter again at the support area of 280 or 85. So this is a broad long-term structure here. Now, we have seen in the recent past, we have seen that the prices had taken some resistance at 335, again at 332. It broke away beyond that level. 362 was the high made, and there is a subsequent fall nearer to 324 right now. So the this is the price as of today, that is as of 3rd of June. Now, what is the reason that the prices got some resistance at the 330, 340 levels? So for that, we will need to check the historical past, and trend analysis or technical analysis for that matter gives you very good indications about various historical supports and historical resistances. So let me compress the chart, and let us try to check what was the highs which were made in the earlier rally. So as we can see here, in the year 2017, 2000, in fact this was the high made here, 2018 February, as we can observe, the prices had at that time also tested a high of around 340. So this was one area of resistance which long-term traders, long-term investors would have anticipated. If you are understanding, if you are knowing price analysis, we would have anticipated that the price will get resistance near the 330, 340 levels, and that is exactly what has happened here. It did break beyond the 340 level, but as we are able to observe right now, it did not sustain the spike on the upside. And it in fact, in one of my earlier videos I have indicated the candlestick charts also. So this candlestick pattern which you are observing at the peak, when the price made a high of 362, that was on 19th of May. What is in candlestick, we say it is an inverted hammer formation, and inverted hammer formation usually occurs at the peak, at the peak of the rally. And it is an indication, whenever that occurs, inverted hammer, it is an indication for the trader or the investor that the peak probably is very near, and that this candle formation has happened at the resistance level, and that is why it is very important to note this. And so I'll just mark that point here. So this inverted hammer formation was made at the resistance area of 330, 340, in fact 340, and from there the prices have again started falling back. Now, those of you who are traders, and you if you hold this stock, then you might be thinking that, okay, before 285, what is the level I should try to exit or book my profits? So let me draw one more trend line here, which is called a minor trend line. Why it is called a minor trend line? Because I'm drawing this trend line not from the starting of the trend, but from an intermediate low. I am drawing this trend line, and this trend line is right now placed at 315. So any day the price falls and breaks and closes below 315, that could be an indication that the price right now, the the structure seems to be of a peaking out formation, and 315, if that is broken, the prices will try to test the 285 major support. So let me mark those 2 points here using the marker here, the arrow. So this is your first support area of 315, and this is your second support area of 285. So these are the broad, we can say levels. On the upside, the stock, if it has to make newer highs, right now, broadly based on the metal index and metal stocks, otherwise all the metal stocks are in a corrective fall right now. So immediately we may not be seeing newer highs, but whenever there is an upward movement, this particular high, sorry, this is already, the arrow is already there. So this particular high 360, once this price breaks this level, this high is taken away, only then we can see some subsequent strong buying happening. Otherwise the 340 350 levels will remain as a resistance area, and as we have seen, it is a historical resistance, and from there the prices have generally fallen. So this is the the price chart, the analysis of Hindustan Zinc. And now most of you who are tracking Hindustan Zinc would also be tracking the zinc prices, that is the metal, the zinc, the metal. Zinc also is traded heavily, especially on the LME. And let us try to understand whether this sort of a structure was also available on zinc, the metal also. So I will just change the script to zinc. So I'll go to zinc futures here, and yes, so what we are observing, zinc futures also in the last, that is in the COVID crash, 20th of March 2020, it touched a low of around 1800, 1818. From there, there was a slow and steady rise. In fact, this rise was quite aggressive. After that, the speed has fallen, and as we observe right now, we are at around 3000 as far as the metal price is concerned, zinc futures. So from 1818, that is 1800 levels, we have seen a higher high, higher low formation, and right now we are at 3000. This structure is in fact more or less tallying with the Hindustan Zinc prices, the stock. So I think we can say that Hindustan Zinc, the stock price usually has a very high correlation with this metal, zinc, and obviously most of the metal stocks will have a similar correlation between the base metal and the stock price. Most of them will have this sort of a correlation. So I hope this video has helped you in understanding how we are analyzing the price charts, and also how we are analyzing any stock for that matter, how historical highs and lows will become very important for booking profits or entry into a trade. So I'm sure this educative video was helpful. If yes, you can share this video with your friends. Tell them to subscribe. If you have not subscribed, you should also subscribe, and also hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a video, you will get an intimation. So thank you very much, friends. This is CA Rajiv Khatlawala signing off.